Just like Paul said, as a follower of Christ, woe is me if I do not preach the gospel. We are held accountable in God's eyes if we receive the word and don't preach it to others, warning them. In Acts chapter 17, verse 28, it says, "In him we live and move and have our being." See, we are even able to move on earth because of God. See, the bottomless pit, which is hell, is dark. Because in Lamentations chapter 3, verse 6, it says, "He has set me in dark places like those long dead." And as Jude chapter 13 talks about blackness and darkness forever. In Exodus chapter 10, verse 21, it says, "Darkness might be felt because it's total evil in hell." In Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21, it says that there are no peace, says my God, for the wicked. There are 46 verses in the Bible that Jesus talks about hell. And 18 of those verses, he warns us about the fires in hell, about the lake of fire. Hell is beneath the earth. You get so thirsty there because in the book of Luke, the rich man was dying for a drop of water. You barely breathe in hell because Isaiah 42 verse 5 says, "The Lord gives breath for people upon the earth." In hell, you are not upon the earth, you are beneath the earth. So therefore, the Lord won't provide you breath. In Isaiah chapter 57 verse 20, it says, "The wicked are like the troubled seas that do not rest." So you don't get to rest. You are not able to eat or drink, and the fear level in hell is unexplainable. It's beyond anything you can imagine. You are kept in a dark place and isolated for all eternity. See, when God created hell for Satan and his angels, he created hell and withdrew his attributes. On earth, God's presence is here. That is why we can do what we can do. But in hell, God's presence is not there. See, in James chapter 1, verse 17 says, "Every good and perfect gift come from above, the Father of lights." Hell is dark because in 1 John chapter 1, verse 5 says, "God is light." There are only death in hell because John chapter 1, verse 4 says, "God is life." There are only hatred in hell because 1 John chapter 4, verse 16 says, "God is love." There are no mercy in hell because Psalms 36, verse 5 says, "The mercy of the Lord is in heaven." There are no strength in hell because Psalms 18, verse 32 says, "The Lord gives us strength." There is no water in hell because Deuteronomy 11:11 says, "Water is the rain in heaven." And there are no peace in hell because Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6 says that he is the Prince of Peace. God removes himself from that place. And the total opposite remains in that place. So there is no presence of God. How bad is that place? It's unimaginable. The Lord Christ came to warn us. See, what you need to understand is mankind in general was heading to that place regardless because of our sin. The Holy Father do not accept sin. It says the wages of sin is death. So therefore that we have sin, so we were leading to death. Death after our flesh dies. And God knew that. God knew that there's nothing we could have done to change that. So he did the change. He sent his son to live a perfect life, 33 years without sinning once. So therefore, when he raised to glory, if we have accepted the payment, his son will dwell in us. And when God looks at us in judgment day, he sees a reflection of his son. And that's how we're allowed to enter his kingdom. There's no other way. We can't depend on our good works. We can't depend on whatever we do. God is only satisfied with his son. After you have accepted his son, then you can do good works through faith in his son. See, you don't do good works because you think you have to do good works. But you do good works through faith in Jesus Christ. Because Christ this says, those who love me will obey my teachings. So you do good works because you love Christ and what he had done for us. The scriptures also says, if you do anything without love, it's meaningless. Every day, Christ is stretching out his hands. He's calling on people. He says, the day you hear my voice is the day you start, because you may not find another day.